For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 27 of Season 2 here at Napoli. We start with the second leg of the semi-finals in the Italian Cup against Sampdoria. We of course drew the first leg 2-2 after a rather remarkable game in that one. We did play Sampdoria in the league a little later on and drew 0-0, so I haven't beaten them in recent times. I'm hoping that today's the day that we do get the win, because of course we could really do with it to get ourselves through to the final. It's 2-2 after the first leg. I can't remember whether away goals count in this competition or not. I can never remember. I do so many different series in so many different countries, I can never remember which competitions do have away goals and which competitions don't. So I don't know if the Coppa Nazionale has the away goal rule or not. I don't think so, but it might do. Obviously, a European competition does, and European competition is just around the corner against Portuguese side Guimarães. But we have Roma in the second game today, and if we win that game against Roma, I believe we win the league. I'll have to check my maths. I'll have to double check my maths, but I believe we win the league if we beat Roma. But up first is a game against Sampdoria, and well, we need to win this one as well. I'm going to have to play a rotated side, which is fine. I'm fully confident in the side that I'm going to put out for this game to beat Sampdoria. So hopefully we can get the victory we crave, and that will put us into the final of the Coppa Nazionale for the second year in a row. Of course, we won the final last year against Juventus, so I'd like to replicate that victory in this competition if I can, hold on to that title, and of course try and get the treble by winning the league and the Europa League as well. I'll put some fringe players onto the bench too. Pulisic will definitely be involved off the bench at some point. So fingers crossed we can get a win in the Cup and a win in the league, and we might just end today's episode as Serie A champions. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. And let's head into the game in the Cup. Good ball forward to Bobadilla. Good tackle by Gulam. Just manages to beat the next man to it. Poke that in there to Gulam. It was meant for Zielinski, but never mind. We'll give that there to Rog, who's been in good goal-scoring form of late, and he's looking to race away here. He's got good pace, but not good enough to get completely away from the defender. But that's a nice ball into Allen. The Brazilian fires that straight at Viviano. First chance comes after 15 minutes, but unfortunately that wasn't really causing the keeper any sort of real problems, and it was quite comfortable for him. Line there to Dodo. And spins well and shoots. I don't know whether that was on target or not. It looks as if it might have snuck in the near post, so Drongowski had to dive away and catch that, but did well enough to do so. Chances at both ends now. Starting to open up a little bit this game. We'll see if we can get another chance from this move here. Ben Yedder out to Crati. Drive inside and then go out to Gulam. Because it's Ben Yedder in the middle, I'm not going to try and cross it. I'm actually going to try and poke that in the side there to Crati, who can find the ball across here to Dries Mertens. Oh, it's inside the post. Allen with the follow-up though, and he's tucked it away. Slightly fortunate that it fell back to the Brazilian, but a really good effort from Dries Mertens. It's unlucky to come off the post. That pass was meant for Rog, but Rog jumped over it. It went to Mertens, and Allen just beat the defender to it and tucks it home. We are 1-0 in front on the night, 3-2 in front on aggregate. Dodo holding everybody off. Good cross, headed away by Gulam. Under pressure, Allen, but we'll work it away nice. No, he won't. Here's Dodo. Oh, he's driving down the line. Oh, he's cut back as well. Wasn't ready for that. Scoops it with the outside of his foot. Headed away by Shirashes, but only as far as Linetti. Threw myself into that challenge because it was a heavy touch, but I couldn't quite get there. We've slowed Linetti up here, though, with Allen. Can't get the foot in, though, but Aspi is there. But a free kick's been given. Not sure about that. Bobadilla with a great opportunity here to equalise for Sampdoria. Looks like they might be trying something from the training ground. They are, and that is wide from Bobadilla. 10 minutes to go till half-time. Still 1-0 and 3-2. Linetti into Juricic. Nice turn. Cross here to Martinelli. Squeezes that through there to Bobadilla, who... his touch let him down there. He was trying to just turn on it and then fire it into the back of the net, and it bobbled up off his foot as he tried to turn, just there, so that he got right underneath it when he went for the effort. Wasn't too far away, but it wasn't that close either. A let-off for us there, because he was in behind. 5 minutes to go till half-time. Here's Linetti. Oh, he's gone for the distance shot, but that's straight down the keeper's throat. We're going to lead 1-0 at half-time and 3-2 on aggregate, but Sampdoria, again, have been very good, as they were in the first leg and as they were in the league just a couple of games ago as well. So Oh, jeeps, if that had made it through to Dries Mertens and not clipped Marco Rog's heels, we might have been in to make it 2-0. We might still, but the referee is going to blow his half-time whistle. 1-0, start that again. 1-0 at the break. Ala, early ball in, cleared away by Aspi. Rog brings it down and gets it away. Ben Yedder into Alan, out to Krejci. This could be a very dangerous counter-attack. Alan will keep that run going, and I'll just play the ball into him around the corner there. He's already scored once, Alan. I'm going to turn inside on his right foot, look to finesse it home, but it's going to drop there to Ben Yedder, and he puts it wide of the post. He can't find the target. Ben Yedder started his Napoli career absolutely on fire, and he has still kept up a decent goal-scoring record because, just bend away at the last moment. He hasn't been as prolific in the second part to this season as he was in the first, but hopefully he can continue to at least keep up a relatively high scoring record between now and the end of the season to keep us in contention for all three cup competitions, or all three competitions we're involved in this year, including 2 cup competitions. That's a corner, isn't it? No, it's a goal kick. All right, well done, Dries. Bobadilla down the left. Churches has been drawn out of position to try and close him down. Linetti turns back inside. Dodo. Missed the tackle with Allen. And with Chiriches, Bobadilla has been such a difficult player to play against in every single game we've played against Sampdoria. He's just, oh, that's great football. That's such a good goal. They scored some good goals in the first cup game against them, and that is another belter. Wonderful team move. In the first leg, they played those little 1-2s, and you can't defend against them. And how am I supposed to defend against that as well? And an exquisite finish to bend it around the keeper into the side netting on the far side as well. It's just undefendable at times. Like, that is undefendable, and that finish, so good. Just as I'm saying Bobadilla has been a thorn in my side, he proves it yet again, burying that into the back of the net. It's 1-1 on aggregate, 1-1 on the night, to a 3-3 on aggregate. All of the goals, getting myself all confused. There's half an hour left to go between now and the end of the game. Pratt, forward there into Roger, looking for Bobadilla, but Maggio cuts it out. Go across here with Rog into Allen, and then out wide there to Dries Mertens, and Rog's kept his run going. He gets under control, put that to Ben Yedder, and drop the shoulder on the defender. Wissam Ben Yedder's in the box, and that is an atrocious finish. What was I saying earlier on about his finishing and his goal scoring record not being quite as good in the latter half of the season as it was in the first? That proves that point yet again right there. I mean, how many times this season have we seen Ben Yedder bury those sort of efforts in the top corner? He's just not at the races in this particular game. Mertens will get that inside quickly to Ben Yedder. I'm going to try and get around the outside the defender. I'll try a step over and a turn inside, then hit the shot early, but it's well blocked by Regini. He's in the right place at the right time, which is obviously half the battle for Ben Yedder. He just needs to start sorting out his finishing, and then maybe we might be able to get a win from this game. But Marco Rog could do Marco Rog's going to do the job for him. He's on fire. He is in the goal-scoring vein of form of his life. At least Ben Yedder is getting involved in the moves and getting assists if he's not scoring. Right place, right time again. A 1-2. Lays that across to Marco Rog, who's just been burying those in the top corner almost every single time, it feels. That's his 4th goal in the Coppa Nazionale so far this season. Makes it 4-3 on aggregate and 2-1 on the night. Juricic. Alan put him under pressure, but he's gotten away from me. Here's Roger. In there to Juricic, could pass it, could shoot. In the end, went to try and take on Azpilicueta, and he's done well to put a foot in there. I've dropped Mertens back to centre mid, taken Rog off because his stamina was starting to get really low, and I brought Pulisic on the right-hand side, so I'm going to try and just abuse his pace. But you can see they've got a new substitute out on this right-hand side as well, in the shape of Torreira, who's done brilliantly there to stop Pulisic from having the impact that I wanted him to have. But we'll cross this with Pulisic, and at the back post could be Krejci, but Salah's headed that away, and that's going to go out for a throw-in. They've taken Bobadilla off for Quagliarella. That is good news as far as I'm concerned, although Quagliarella is just as potent a finisher, so we are still going to have to be wary. And he's played in here. Thankfully, he's not the fastest, but he is pretty strong. I've given that straight to Roger, and Vlad Chiriches has put himself under some pressure here, and that was rather churlish, but we are going to not work it away. I've given it to Regini, but Drongowski with a save. That would have been pretty frustrating if I just gifted them the way back into the game again. Ben Yedder will pick this up, just going to knock that back, but unfortunately Zielinski didn't read it, and Linetti will come away with the ball here for Sampdoria. 10 minutes to go, 2-1 and 4-3 the scorelines. No idea how this one's going to finish. Mertens in there to Allen. Ben Yedder's made the run forward. Can we finish the game off in style? Maybe. I'll try the Berber spin. It's not worked. I could have played the pass. I didn't. And the referee is allowing play to continue for now. This is the final chance here for Sampdoria. They've played Quagliarella in. Maggio gets a vital interception in, and that should be and is the final whistle. We're going to the Coppa Italia final for the second year in a row, thanks to, again, the goal-scoring finesse of Marco Rog. Another stunning finish from him to fire us into our second Coppa Italia final in a row. We won last season. Will we win this year? And who will we be playing? It will be a repeat showdown of Juventus versus Napoli in the Coppa Italia final. We faced them last year and won. Can we do the same this year? Can we now go into this game upcoming against Roma and get ourselves a win that would guarantee us the win in the league in Serie A? Let's jump in and find out. Johnny threw that gap there to Belotti. I'm going to try and quickly help this on to Marek. Oh, it's not Marek Hamšík, it's Isco. That's a dream start. After just 2.5 minutes, we're 1-0 up here against Roma in arguably the biggest game of the entire series so far. That settles the nerves. 1-0, 3 minutes in. It's the Serie A title, just 87 minutes away. Dzeko coming forward in there to Leandro Paredes, to Perotti. That was such a clear-cut opportunity. All he's got to do is play that across goal, and that's 1-1. Roma proving that despite the fact we've gone in front very early on, they can punish us just as readily at this end, providing that the chance falls to someone that isn't Diego Perotti. Obviously, his finishing still needs a little bit of work. It took an age to reach Insigne, but his acceleration is good enough to get away. And I'm going to stand this up into the middle, and Alisson just plucks it out of thin air. 1-0 after 8 minutes. Good header. Isco brought that down rather awkwardly, but he's found himself in the box again. Isco on his left foot. If he'd used his right, he might have been able to more accurately find the corner, but decided to go with his left. Insigne whips that. That's cleared away by Alejandro Gomez, but Johnny used his right foot, not his left. Why are people using their wrong foot right now? 15 minutes in, still 1-0. Okay, into Seydou Doumbia, looking to accelerate away. There aren't many in the world of football that would catch him once he gets going at full pace, but he's slowed up here and Johnny gets the foot in, and I can't keep that in though. Everybody tripping over each other, and it's going to be a corner for Roma just before the half hour. Leandro Paredes to stand it up into the middle. It's a good delivery, but unfortunately for him, nobody there to bring it down. Alejandro Gomez holds off Insigne well there. It's the battle of the two smallest men on the field, and it's actually my Insigne that comes away with it, and then someone that has slightly more physicality about them in Vankia comes across, just steals it off me. Doumbia tackled, and Johnny will work it away. It's been a very close game so far, very evenly contested game, but that early goal has just given us the advantage for now. Belotti gets tackled there, and I can't quite bring it down. We are in the driving seat, but as you can see, I'm not really creating anything, and Roma are getting better and better throughout this game. If Paredes hadn't given up on that, he might well have gotten to it. Still 1-0 with just over 10 minutes till half-time. Huso with a throw into Isco. Inside to Diawara, forward to Belotti, back to Hamšík. Cross there to Johnny. Belotti's made the run. Can I get this quickly inside? The answer is no. We will get it back inside. Johnny. Okay, I take back what I said earlier. Johnny is allowed to use his right foot. What a goal. What an unbelievable hit from Johnny. Is he right-footed? I might just have to check that. I thought he was left-footed. I'm going to have a quick check. Johnny is right-footed. So that shot he had earlier on from outside the box probably should have been better. But even for a right-footed player, that's still a hell of a finish for a defender. That's unreal. We lead by 2-0. Is that the goal that seals our Serie A title? That's a lovely ball through to Perotti, and he's in again. That's a very good finish. This game isn't over yet. Lovely through ball, and he caught me out by taking it so early, and clearly caught Geronimo Rulli out by taking it so early as well, because that wasn't exactly well placed. The keeper was just rushing out and couldn't get his feet set to change direction to make the save. Great through ball. And to take it that early like that, yeah, keeper just wasn't ready for it. It's right down the middle of the goal. It's 2-1. Perotti missed a sitter earlier on after we scored our first goal, but he's gone immediately up the other end when we've scored our second and pulled one back. This game is not done by any means. Free kick for Roma. They've just put on Totti for Perotti. Oh, Papadopoulos. If he'd have brought that down like that and then buried that into the back of the net, then I would have been blown away. Nice ball there into Belotti, who's turned well. Driving into the space, but I've got people with me, but he's just too powerful for them. We'll draw the extra defender across and then get it out wide here to Insigne. It's turned inside well. We'll look for Belotti. It's deflected, but it's dropped to Johnny. Comfortable save for Alisson. Still 2-1. 25 minutes to go. Here's Totti. Good turn. Oh, he's gone for the shot. That's wide. It wasn't that far wide at all, but wide of the target from Mr. Roma himself. Retired in real life now, obviously. He's got the end of an era SBC out on Ultimate Team, and that card looks remarkable. Thankfully, his stats aren't the same in career mode as they are as that SBC card, so we shouldn't have too much to worry with Totti on the pitch. But he could still cause me problems if the ball just drops to him in the right area, so I'm going to have to be slightly wary. It's a nice ball down the line by Iago Falque to Doumbia. His first touch slowed him down slightly, but he could get this back to Falque. Let's go back to Van Koya. Inside to Nangolan, who's come off the bench. Doumbia in, looking for Totti. He's going to drop to Rudiger. It's Ponce, not Totti, and Diawara steals it off him. 10 minutes to go here, and the scoreline is still at 2-1. But Belotti can't get the ball out to Lucas. Here's Rudiger again. They've pushed the centre-back all the way forward now. That's going to drop to Ponce. Really with the save, but can only parry it. That would have been awkward if he'd just fumbled that straight to the feet of the Roma man stood in front of him. A draw isn't necessarily enough here, depending on what Juventus do in their game. A draw could be enough if Juve don't win. But if Juventus win, we do need the victory to guarantee the league title in today's episode. And so far, we're in front. Virgil van Dijk looks to head that away, and it will drop to Totti in again. Van Dijk heads away for a second time. Rudiger down to Nangolan, back to Rudiger. Straight at Rulli with the effort. I'm just going to take my time now. Take my time, throw it out, and hopefully we can waste the final 5 minutes. Never mind. Here's Antonio Rudiger again. And Doumbia steals it off me. Drilled into the middle. Oh, great. Ruined my controller off. It's 2-2. It's 2... Come on, mate. It's 2-2. I've thrown that away, haven't I? Shit. I'm going to have to go up the other end and score now. That ball back towards Diawara just was nowhere near good enough. And it's stolen off me. Doumbia skips past the challenge, squares it. And Ponce just angles that home. It's a great first time finish. I don't know what the scoreline is in the Juventus game, but if they're in front, then we are going to have to go down to another game. I can't believe I've conceded that game. I cannot believe I've conceded that goal. The title was in my grasp. I was 4 minutes away from the Serie A title. I'm now 2 minutes away from potentially needing to play another game, unless Husai can find Belotti in the middle. Iago Falque heads away. Is that going to be a corner? It's not. It's going to be a throw. It's not quite angled enough to get it away. Lucas will throw this back to Husai. Work that inside there to Isco, who will look to turn inside, but his touch lets him down. That's un-Isco-like. Alisson will just punt that away. Please tell me Van Dijk or someone's underneath it. Doumbia beats Azpilicueta in the air. Antonio Rudiger plays that back there to Iago Falque, and they've punted it forward. He's offside. There is still time left for one final chance, but I'm going to have to get this forward quickly. Please don't blow your whistle, ref. Just don't do it. Lucas brings that down and spins well. I'm going to look to Berber spin inside. And he's out-muscled by Alejandro Gomez, and there goes the final whistle. It's a 2-2 draw against Roma. How did Juventus get on? They haven't played. Please. Please. What did Juventus do? I don't know who they've got. What is the score? What is the score? What is the score? I don't know, because it's a European game next. I will advance as far as that European game just to ensure that the game between Juventus and whoever they were playing is played. Oh, please. Please tell me I haven't just thrown away the league. Well, I haven't thrown it away. We'll still win it, but I haven't thrown... Alright, I tried to load that and it's just come straight back to this menu. Please don't tell me I've thrown away the potential of winning the league title in today's episode by conceding that late goal against Roma with a defensive mistake. That's the Europa League. Come on, please, change slate. Come on. Coppa Europe, Challenge Cup, Coppa Nazionale, Super Coppa, Calcio A. We've done it. Juve drew. The draw against Roma doesn't mean anything for us. With 6 games to go and 18 points available, we are 20 points clear. Napoli have won Serie A. Congratulations, guys. We've won the league. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on the rest of this season. What I'll probably do now, considering we've won the league title and I'm kind of itching to get this series finished so I can start on my next one, what I'll do is I'll simulate league games and we'll play the cup games. So I'll play both legs against Guimaraes in the next episode and simulate Torino. And then we'll play, obviously, the Coppa Italia final against Juventus at the end of the season. And then depends how far we get in the Europa League. So that's what we'll do between now and the end of this particular season. But that is the Serie A title guaranteed. We've won the league. Drop the video a like, and I'll see you next time.